Alright, so I thought I'd make a spur of the moment video. And let's bring this on. I'll just jump right into it. There's I saw it on Facebook, but it's one of those like one of those weird stories that people share on Facebook. But it was a guy who I feel like he's from Australia, if not some other country, but it doesn't fucking matter anyway. But he's like super an advocate for people. If you want to commit suicide, then you should, and this should be easy for you, like a Jack Kevorkian of Australia or whatever. And I believe that if you're suffering, that it's your right to take your life. And now hold on, this is a sticky territory I'm at. Uncle Billy is not telling anybody out there that they need to kill themselves because you feel bad. I'm not saying that. No, like if it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I'm not saying that, but I still feel that you're right. There was another Facebook post someone shared about how men are like some really large number, like 70% more likely to commit suicide than women, even though we hear about women battling with depression more than men, and that's because men are told to suck it up. Now, I'm guilty of telling men that, like my guy friends, that's for like little lame shit, like if they stub their toe and they holler, or if they said they cried when they watched The Notebook. I'd be like, oh, man, what, fuck, suck it up, bitch. Like, but that's not serious. That's not fucking real shit. If someone's like fucking depressed and they hate themselves and they want to end it all, they should be able to talk to somebody. Like, I'm not that fucking cold-blooded. You should be able to talk to somebody, give them some fucking Zoloft and Xanax and you know, a 12-pack and some Jägermeister. Just, like, you know, even that shit out for them. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. And so if you're feeling that way, you should seek help. But I akin this to an analogy I heard a stand-up comedian say. When you take, let's say, you're the veterinarian, if I took my cat, whom I love dearly, in for a cold, you know, they will say, you know, well, this is what you have to do. You give her antibiotics, you give her this cold medicine, or just wait it out. But still, killing the cat is. Let's see if my cat's. Yeah, she's. Oh, there she is. But see, like right here, even if I'm holding her and I'm like, yeah, she just has the sniffles, they'll still say, okay, well, this is all you gotta do. Just wait it out, or we could kill her right now. No, I've never do that to you. That's always a fucking option, even though she's healthy and happy and everything. Anytime I take them to the vet, even if I'm like, just trim her nails. Okay, we can trim her nails, but we can also kill her. That's always on the fucking table. And so, the stand-up comedian that I'm paraphrasing right now would say, if you go to a hospital, if I went to a hospital and I had a terrible disease, I had cancer or something that's just completely terminal, I feel that give me the option of, okay, this is the procedure we have to go through. It's completely 50-50. It's going to cost you this much money that you don't have, and it's going to be very painful, and and if it even works, it's going to be years and years of a very long struggle. Or we could take you out back right now and kill you. I'm not saying I would. I just want to know that option's there. It's on the table. And so the article on Facebook that I'm referencing from the very beginning of this video was this guy who's the Jack Kevorkian of Australia. He made a design for it's a compartment for a person. You get into it. It's a suicide machine is what it is. Get into it. You turn on nitrous oxide. It lowers, you know, all the oxygen, and you slowly slip away and you fade away and you die. And he's got the diagrams of it for free, and you can 3D print the motherfucking thing. So this is for rich people, and if people are fucking rich, if you can afford a 3D printer that can print out this fucking pod, this suicide pod, then your life's going too fucking well. You don't need. There's no reason for you to fucking kill yourself. You have a lot more options than someone that's poor. But it also doubled the pod that you get into the die. It also doubles as a coffin. And it looks really rad too. It looks pretty dope. And so, and it's said that, like, well, will be easier for people. It's not. fuck you, Australian Jack Kevorkian. It's not easy. A 3D printer that can print out a fucking coffin pod, coffin suicide pod. Where would I even? I don't fucking know. Do I have to go to fucking California or some shit to find something that can do that? I don't have the money for that. If I had the money for that, I wouldn't be depressed. But that aside, also the nitrous oxide, like he says, it's more convenient and easy. I don't fucking know how to get nitrous oxide. I know dentists have it, and I know it's fucking awesome. And if I had the ability just to buy, nitrous oxide, I would fucking do that. I'm like, instead of just drinking beer, I would just buy nitrous oxide, come home from a long day of work, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm so tired, I'm so sore. And it could be fucking amazing. Like, how much does that fucking cost? I'll fucking buy nitrous oxide. That'd be awesome. I know that, don't they put it in like fucking like muscle cars too, so they go faster? To me, that's fucking magical. It makes cars go faster. You get high. You don't feel pain anymore. You don't need it at the dentist. That's fucking awesome. And so you have to buy a canister of nitrous oxide, 3D print a fucking suicide pod coffin, get a big canister of nitrous oxide. You're already fucking balling. You got shit going on in your life. You can do all this shit. But now, all that aside, and I'm not here saying that I would never kid myself or anything like that. But I like to know that option's on the table. And that's just my view on life. Like, I think if someone's suffering, they should have the option to be able to end it on their own terms. And that's the only serious moment of this video. Someone's suffering, sickness, terminal, mental, whatever, they should be able to end it on their own terms. And it should be something that is more culturally accepted instead of like feared and reviled and they look weak. And no, it should be something that's accepted and talked about. Something that if you found out someone that you loved was thinking about killing themselves, you should be able to talk about it instead of like sending the cops after them or anything like that, or sending them, having like an intervention with them or anything like that. It should be something that's more openly discussed. But so let's say I could afford and 3D print the suicide pod coffin. I can get nitrous oxide, and I still have a full tank of it because I haven't, been using it every day after work, mixing with beer. I would love to have that just in my home. Just in my home. Just in a corner. Probably never use it. Have like fucking laundry and coats and shit hanging off of it. But I want it to be there just because I feel it'd be so alleviating. Be like, oh shit, dude, I'm fucking hungover. I gotta be to work in fucking 5 fucking minutes. And then just look around the corner and just see the suicide pod right there. Probably not going to use it. But by God, I'd love to see it there.